What a miracle you are if you've seen through their propaganda. If you went through 12 years of schooling designed to make you obedient, uncurious, and patriotic, and you came out the other side willing to ask questions like, are we maybe the baddies? That's a miracle. If you've grown up listening to their songs that almost universally insist that the meaning of life is to drink, fuck, and consume, and you've come out the other side with any values that are deeper than that, you're a miracle. Fed on a steady diet of fantasies and love stories that glorify riches and enshrine the divine right of kings, if you dream any dreams more meaningful than a get-rich-quick scheme, that's miraculous. If you've played their video games and watched their action movies, and yet when a real war is happening and real people are being bombed and shot, you can feel it. You can muster the energy to care and realize that those are real lives being destroyed. You are one in a fucking million, and I am so proud of you. If you went through religious indoctrination and you were told from the time you were a baby that your people and your people alone are beloved by an all-knowing, all-powerful God, and he's going to punish everyone else in the world for all eternity because they don't look and pray and think like they're telling you to. And yet after all of that, you can understand that people on the other side of the world who do pray and behave and think differently than you are fully human beings who love their children as much as you do and deserve all the same rights that you do, and you wish them well, that is a miracle. If you've watched their news channels designed to make you terrified of the poorest people in your city and hateful of the most vulnerable people in the world, and yet you realize that you have far more to fear from the people who own those news stations than the guy robbing the liquor store or the kid on the other side of the world throwing a rock at a tank. Congratulations. You're amazing. Your insight is exceptional. If you were raised to be unfailingly loyal for the rest of your life to a red team or a blue team, and you've been told that the people on the other color team are the root of all evil in the world, if you've been told people who vote this way want to kill babies and cut off kids' body parts and put sex in all the kids' books, or you've been told people who vote this way are all racist, sexist, hateful, evil, stupid, ignorant bigots with rotten souls, and yet you've come out the other side recognizing that this red team, blue team, endless battle is manufactured by billionaires in power who will win no matter who wins the game, red or blue, as long as we keep fighting each other instead of banding together and taking back our wealth that they've stolen and seizing the means of production. If you can locate that your true enemy is not the red team or the blue team, but the systems that allow billionaires to steal all of our wealth, capture all of our systems, destroy all of our ecosystems so that we're not going to have a planet to live on, congratulations! You are so amazing. You're a miracle. Elites have designed enclosures for all of our imaginations of what is possible that start getting built brick by brick the moment we are born with a never-ending stream of propaganda. They own our politicians, our schools, our TV stations, our publishing companies, our music industry, everything. Social media, everything. The walls of these enclosures are very, very thick, and if you can see past them, that is amazing. But consider that the only reason that you can see past those walls is at some point somebody put cracks in it. Maybe it was a loved one or a teacher who instilled values in you deeper than those that elites want you to adopt. Maybe it was an artist. You found a book or a band or a comic that spoke to you, that broke through and showed you another way to look at the world. Maybe it was even an influencer. A single TikTok came through your feed that broke through the algorithm and showed you a very different way of looking at things. Maybe it was even your own self. You learned to trust the testimony of your senses when they contradicted the lies that you were being told. Who put the cracks in your walls? And when we are able to see beyond these enclosures, there's a tendency to put down anyone who's still stuck in the box. Often our first instinct is to scold and shame and publicly demonstrate our superiority to everyone whose imaginations are still trapped in the box. But remember, these walls are very, 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 very thick. You were lucky to get cracks put in your walls, and not everybody has that luck. And consider that this desire to put down the people who are still trapped, that instinct is part of the walls in your own mind that you haven't broken down yet. That's part of the training that you have undergone to keep us fighting each other rather than fighting the people building the walls. You've been trained to shame and discard people rather than help them free themselves. So all that disgust you feel for your fellow humans who are trapped in the boxes of consumerist, racist, sexist, capitalist, ableist, eugenicist thinking, take that disgust and point it at the people building the boxes, and then figure out how are you going to put cracks in the walls of someone else's imagination. This weekend is your last chance to enter the giveaway for this week's giveaway of a signed first edition author copy of The Free People's Village. To enter to win, go to my link tree, go to the fundraiser for Laud Al-Ada, helping Palestinian families in Cairo meet their basic needs. Donate at least $5, but as much as you are able, and then send a screenshot of your receipt to t4gaza@gmail.com, the letter T, the number 4, gaza@gmail.com. Winner will be chosen on Monday. To all of you who are clawing your way out of elite propaganda, I'm so proud of you. You're amazing. I love you. You're my mishpacha.